Hello traders, this is my watch list for Thursday, November 3rd. We had an extreme sell-off today, so most names on my regular watch list don't look so good, but I was able to find some potential winners here, so let's jump straight in. To start off, we have Goldman Sachs. It showed relative strength while the market closed extremely weak due to FOMC, but Goldman Sachs was able to put in a fight in the final 30 minutes. It triggered a 3-2 up on the month, and the daily and weekly have been extremely bullish for weeks now. There is a chance that it reached exhaustion, so I'll be looking to play the 4-hour shooter 2 down, or the 1-3-2 up on the 15 to take it long, since it did put in a hammer in the final 30 minutes of the day. If market continues to show weakness and Goldman Sachs breaks the 4-hour trend line, for a short, I'll be targeting 346, 344, and 340 areas. And if Goldman Sachs holds on and I take a long, I'll be targeting 355 and 358.5 area. I did mention that Goldman Sachs can be at an exhaustion, and I just want to show Wells Fargo. It hit this broad information to the T, so that can be hinting at something. I do like Wells Fargo's 3-1 setup on the 65-minute. For smaller accounts that might want to short banks here, with targets at 46 and 45.5. FedEx is another name I'll be watching. With a 3-2 down on the daily, we can be targeting outside week based off the 50% rule. It did lose the 20 EMA today and closed as an outside 4-hour. So I'll be taking next week's contracts to target a potential 3-2 down on the week, with targets at 151.5, 149.5, and 148. And another name I'll be watching will be OXY for a short. Recently, it did show a lot of selling pressure on the daily, and if you look at these wicks on the weekly, that's a little confirmation. And it's also back below this broadening formation, so I'll be looking to take a 3-2 down on the 4-hour for continuation, with the targets at 70, 69, and 67. And another name on watch will be RIVN. I just closed a 3-2 down on the daily and lost a 20 EMA today, with MACD curling down on the daily and the weekly. It's also an outside week candidate based off the 50% rule, and I'll look to take the 2 down on the daily, and I'll be targeting a trend line retest at this 30.30 area. And the last name on watch will be UNH. It did create an inverted hammer with a huge shooter on the daily, and it's also another outside week candidate based off the 50% rule. I'm not sure if we'll get there because it did go 3 bar on the month last month, but it'll still be my target for this week. I'll look to take a 3-2 down on the 4-hour with a weekly imbalance of 536.5 as my first target, and then 533 and 524 as my final target. But yeah, these are the tickers I'll be watching for Thursday, November 3rd. The day after FOMC is known to have aggressive reversals, so be extra cautious and let's be prepared for what tomorrow brings.